Dialogue drives films, and though lighting during conversations often goes unnoticed, it deeply shapes what we see. In David Fincher's The Social Network, packed with dialogue scenes, the light setting play a key role. So how exactly are they handled?
One of the challenges of this movie was the script is so dialogue-driven that we had to let the dialogue be the hero of the movie, and therefore we kind of took an unassuming approach to the visual style.
In order to suit the story's needs and the atmosphere of the shooting environment, almost all of the film's dialogue scenes are presented with low-key style. The film's opening, a 5-minute dialogue sequence, its most iconic segment, will also be the focus of in-depth analysis and discussion in the following video. This scene is set in a noisy, dimly lit bar where Mark and Erica engage in a heated argument over their conflicts. The director aimed to make you feel as though the bar's ambient lighting itself is shaping the mood. First, the cinematographer positioned a key light at a 45 degrees angle above on the side of both actors, adding diffusion to make the light on their faces softer and retain more shadow detail. This setup creates a kind of Rembrandt lighting there, with a wraparound. We can see that Erica is basically side-lit from left, but wraps around just enough to catch her right eye, allowing the audience to see her full facial expression. As in many other films, this scene also used many Rembrandt lighting to emphasize moments of intense emotional transition, capturing Erica's shifting expressions during the argument and drawing the audience more deeply into her emotional state. Beyond the key light, the ambient lighting setup in this scene also deserves close analysis. The sources of ambient light can be divided into 3 types. The first source comes from the key light placed close to the camera. This key light reflects off natural surfaces such as tabletops, producing soft, beautiful light that creates a natural ambient glow in the scene. The second source is positioned on the ceiling, farther away from the camera. They're basically 4-foot-long strips with diffusion, rigged in the same way on the ceiling, illuminating the environment while backlighting the rest of the people in the bar. The third source are many soft lights distributed throughout the scene, simulating the light emitted by objects within the environment, adding depth and layers to the composition. With just ambient and key lights, the characters stay illuminated and blend into the environment naturally, but the image can lose a clear focal point. Therefore, to separate characters from dark backgrounds, they use the backlight and rim light. For Erica's shot, there is a LED panel light placed behind the character as a backlight, which creates an ullin of light that distinguishes them from a darker background. In Mark's shot, as well as in the 2 side-angle shots, this 2 lighting is employed. And also we can see some black flags are used to block part of the ambient light, sharpening the characters' outlines and drawing the audience's focus to their dialogue. To enhance the characters' details, the cinematographer also set up a small LED under matte box at the actress's front left as an eye light. Just gives that little hard, round reflection in the center of the eye, making the light and shadow on her face more beautiful and fluid. And also, there was a little bounce card on the camera left side to provide more details on her neck there. Finally, to better interior lighting, they also carefully controlled the light's color temperature, raised it to about 2700 K, and used a 1/4 CTO to match the practicals. And then added some haze to add to the grittiness of the bar feeling. It also slightly softens the background and emphasizes the characters. Jeff once said it's not about how much light you can add, but more or less how much light you can take away. The lighting here isn't complex or flashy, but it perfectly suits the film. Even though I've only analyzed one scene, the rest of the film follows a similar low-exposure, low-key style. It's of course not a cinematic monolith, but it adapts and contours the storytelling beautifully. By balancing the historic campus setting, the script's needs, and visual beauty, the director and cinematographer draw on their technical eye and experience to evoke emotion in viewers using nothing but 2-dimensional images.